Well, wasn't much for a sunrise. And that little bugger stayed out there against the feeder all night. I put a little straw in here, figured he'd come lay over here where I found him yesterday, but you know. But hey, he's still up and running around. Looks like his cord's pretty well dried off now even. That's a good thing. Oh, and yeah, the neighbors on the other side of that wall there. Hey, they got an outfit in there spraying again. Looks to be the same, probably the same outfit that sprayed last year. So they can kill all the grass off so they can plant a bunch of weeds. Yeah, they got a little side-by-side out there with a little tank on it. It's got, what, maybe a 6-foot boom, and he's even dropping foam so he knows where he's been. And I think there's at least 4 of them out there with backpack sprayers on. They're solid spraying, roughly 22 acres. There's at least, last time there was 7 guys. They had the side-by-side, 1 4-wheeler, and 5 guys with backpack sprayers. We've run equipment on that whole piece of ground, except for in the trees. I just don't understand. And then you figure being in the state we're in, every single one of those guys is getting a minimum $15 or $20 an hour. And last time they were there a full 12 hours. Plus whatever spray they're using. And they better hope to God they didn't drift it like they did last time, because I got a strip down there in the bottom, about 6 feet wide, that the grass was stunted and set back. And it shows now. Plus, I have no idea what they're spraying. If it did drift, can I turn the cows out on it today and let them eat that strip? Gotta love it. I mean, anything we spray, if it's anywhere along anybody's livestock, we're not allowed to do anything that let it drift that might be an issue. But, you know, when you're spraying for the government, it doesn't matter. You spray whatever you want. They even spray right down to the water along the creek. Really? We do that. Well, not only we get fined, but, you know, all kinds of crap happens. They go apeshit over us for that stuff. Anyway, these ladies expect some breakfast, so I better get to it. I'm going to be unhappy before morning, but they're going to finish eating what's in those feeders today. Oh, and look, I got a bunch of gates. I got a bunch of panels. There's even a feed panel in the back of that. Had to move that stuff because I had to get to the feeder that we're going to have to put out here hopefully in a day or two. So I got our graveled roadway that goes into the manure barn opened up. Oh yeah, all that good stuff too. Those 4x12s, they're actually for the next 12-foot section that's not here yet. But we might put a post out there and put them in anyway, because we do push the manure out this direction. For those years that we aren't going to have enough room, we really shove it this direction. Oh, look, all nice and opened up. And if we put another pole out and come out that 12 feet and put those boards on it, then we'll let the cows have, well, from where that pole will end up, probably to this gate post. And at least get these out of the way. A few of those are really nice, eh? Not something I'd want to use for a corner brace post, but works for a single out in the middle of nowhere. And I still got all that stuff up there. Fun getting that in and out with the skid steer, by the way, because there's almost a 4-foot rise in about 8 feet. So got a bunch of cleaning up done. Stripped a bunch of posts that we'd taken out. I don't know how many screw-in porcelains there were. Those are always something that's nice to have for making a wire gate. And a bunch of steel T-posts. There's a pallet right there. There's some new ones. And a bunch of used ones and some lightweights that aren't much good. There's some of what got took out, plus some other shit. There's 2 good 2x6s in there. That one laying on top of that tub was off the lower wall of the feed barn before we added the manure storage. So it has a whole bunch of ring shank roofing nails still in it. But it's a good board, so it'll get used for something. But I'm sure you all probably noticed how this was all full of crap out here. Now it's not. And those are good posts yet. Closest one come out of the barn right there in the middle of the screen. It's one a couple of bulls broke off. And it's still over 8 foot. And the little bit of rod at the bottom is only a couple inches. So what the heck? Them plus the one on that pallet over there, there's 5 more square fence posts for someplace. And I don't think that nail's going to come out. I'm not even going to try. Oh yeah, and look at the pretty gate. She's going to hide over there. Her and my mother, they got 2 coats of paint on that this morning. So, yeah, she says don't look too close. Yeah, it's protected. It'll look good for a while. See how bad things go. It might last a long time. It might not last too long. She might be down there repainting it in a couple years.
I won't be here in a couple years.
And I painted the brackets this morning, so they're ready. And I think these 2 gates, they're different length, and they're going to overlap. But I think that's going to work just right for up in the hayfield. They'll overlap about 21 inches, so each one will chain to the other. That'll keep them from swinging, keep them tight. And got to clean that feeder up so we can use it. And of course, Rainy, she wanted to get a little of that good calf poop.
We're not eating cat poop and getting the parts tonight.
And she gets some really good, nice farts off of that.
No farty parts, baby cake.
So anyway,
Come on, Stinker Bug.
it's about the end of the day. I don't know if I'll get you any more or not, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. And look, you can watch Lena cleaning on her calf. So, might be premature, but thank you for watching. Might be something at the end. You'll find out. Get a little extra. It sprinkled. That's really all it did. Driveway over there is already dry. It's just not dry right here. And Becky's car's wet. So wow, our 60% chance of rain today actually happened. But it's not raining now. Right back to what it was all day long. And it looks like those guys are still out there spraying at the neighbors. Told you, a 12-hour job or longer. Because their vehicle's still parked down there. The white spot beside the flag. Yeah. Be nice to get prevailing wage and do a government job like that. Just think, people. That probably just cost us a couple $1,000s anyway just to have that sprayed. Any farmer with a sprayer would do that for a few $100 plus materials. Just saying.